Well, hi there. This is Ray Hilbert, CEO and co-founder of Truth at Work. And I just wanted to take this opportunity to personally thank you for learning more about the chapter president opportunity. You know, as God has blessed the ministry of Truth at Work over the last decade, we're just seeing it grow all across the country and even internationally now. But there's really no way for us to continue to impact the lives and businesses of Christian business owners and leaders without new chapter presidents, individuals who have been called and trained to take this model into their communities and cities all across the country and frankly even all across the planet. So I just want to thank you for checking this out. In this video you're going to hear from several chapter presidents as to why they feel called to do this, why they're excited about it, and they're probably even going to give you some advice on what you might consider as you explore this opportunity as well. And on that note, here's my advice for you. Really earnestly seek God and ask Him if this is what you're supposed to do. If this couldn't be just the perfect blend of all those years of experience that you've had in the marketplace, along with your calling to impact a generation of godly Christian business owners and leaders, as well as the opportunity to earn a strong part-time or full-time income depending on what your desires are. I just can't think of a better opportunity for the perfect blend of all those factors. So as you watch this video, I pray that God will speak to you as to whether or not this is what you're supposed to pursue. Thanks so much and enjoy the video.
Truth at Work provides me the opportunity to use my skills and abilities that God has given me. The most exciting thing for me is just coming alongside Christian business owners and seeing them grow both. Grow business and grow spiritually.
There's no work experience that I've experienced in my life that is as rewarding as being a chapter president with Truth at Work.
I am so excited about this opportunity of being a chapter president for Truth at Work. It rounds out everything I believe in.
I just don't believe accidents happen. I think God was behind this, knew what I was searching for, and brought this opportunity across my plate, and how I feel it will not only help me minister, but it'll also help my business model as well.
God has given us all a gift. I think Truth at Work gives you the opportunity to kind of refine those gifts.
Truth at Work seemed to line up with my giftedness and just my heart for faith in the workplace, so it just seemed like a natural fit.
The quality of the material that Truth at Work has, I have never seen anything like it before.
I have been exposed to other Truth at Work type companies. I find that what Truth at Work offers is superior to most of what I've seen. The curriculum that's provided on a monthly basis to the roundtable groups, to the technology that's available, a specific internet portal to access for members, all kinds of great information on that website.
When I began with Truth at Work, one of the first things I noticed was their professionalism.
My relationship with the Truth at Work corporate office in Indianapolis has been phenomenal. I really feel like they are there to serve me, that they are there to help me. They're my biggest cheerleaders, they're my coach whenever I have a question or need input.
Truth at Work sets you up for success. It's an unbelievable opportunity in which you take all the capability, your calling, and the needs of your community, draws it all together, ties a big beautiful bow around it, and there we have Truth at Work as it's implemented as a ministry and as a business partnership with the community.
Our Truth at Work chapter president has been incredibly helpful and beneficial and available. He calls out of the blue sometimes just to ask how he can pray for me.
When I think about the relationship that I have with our chapter president, the first term that comes to my mind is that of a mentor.
The greatest thing that our chapter president's done for me personally is kept me challenged.
My chapter president has helped me out in my business on a lot of ways, but especially sales.
My chapter president has helped me grow in my walk with Christ.
He is an incredible resource connection. There have been numerous times over the last 16 months when I've called him and said, hey, can you give me some ideas about how to proceed with this? Where could I go to check on some resources? Any books you could recommend on this subject? And I've always gotten terrific feedback that's been very helpful.
Here's a specific thing that was drawn from Truth at Work through my chapter president, and it was about the internet and how much time is lost through productivity with our employees. He presented materials, fact-based, research-based. I was able to implement some software that I learned about through Truth at Work, about the internet, and when I heard that, you know, on average, companies losing $6,000 to $8,000 a year through loss of productivity because of internet distractions, then, you know, I really woke up. And so I wouldn't have known about or ever done had it not been for my chapter president.
It is not easy. I mean, there are some very, very difficult times in this, but you know, God never promised that things were going to be easy. But the one thing that I can say is that this is one of the most rewarding things, probably the most rewarding thing that I've ever done.
Let me tell you, what a great opportunity. The training has been just incredible. The fellowship that we experience, of course the leadership. I don't think I'd miss this opportunity, especially if you've been called to try to draw senior leaders from your community together.
Go for it. It's a first-class operation. I think it answers the needs of a lot of people in the Christian community.
For any of those of you out there that are passionate about your life and about your work, I would strongly suggest putting the two of those together and joining us at Truth at Work, and consider being a chapter president in your region.